Like that, GenZmompod was back. I am happy that you took the time out for your own healing today to be here with us. Today's going to be another exciting topic. This podcast, as me explained, is just to uplift the Caribbean people and all in general. Again, anybody want healing, don't have a color shape form. We are on a journey of healing here on GenZmompod. I didn't talk much about me, but there's much that you can know if you wish to, Check out the ebook that is in our description on our YouTube, or it's in the link in our Instagram if you wish to know more about who is Shane, right? What was her inspiration behind GenZmompod? What made her go to the thrift stores and put this little nook and cranny together to start telling stories, right? What happened? At what point in my life did something happen that I thought it was so great? Right? It could be so good and impactful for other people to know that to go through this, it's okay. It's called trauma. And the way that you respond is however you are taught how to, right? You are responding from ways that you were taught since you were a toddler, since you were a baby, right? From crying and getting fed. However your caretaker, right, soothed you, right? However your needs were met. If they're not being met right now as an adult, because whatever crazy concept of life just decided to bombard you. Maybe it's relationship, maybe it's just, again, getting pregnant, or there's so many things, you want to go on your first trip, you're scared, there's, anxiety. Mental health is a huge piece there in the Caribbean. I will touch on that later on. But again, there's a lot of things that, compounded to me starting GenZmompod. And I don't want to get too emotional when we get into this topic, but I really get really passionate and emotional about it because every post and story that I make is from, not only is it so close to my reality that I can always, if not always, relate to the story being told. So GenZmompod is more of like a project. It's a hobby that turned into a project. Now it's no longer a hobby. Now it's a project that I want to push forward. On GenZmompod, we try to incorporate trauma stories, but at the end of the day, there's always an underlying goal, right? To uplift the listeners, to uplift people in whatever they're going through, to tell them it's going to be okay, because really and truly, once you put the work in, it will be. So this podcast is just to encourage your fellow Caribbean trauma. It doesn't have to be Caribbean. It could be anyone. It could be worldwide. In fact, make ticketing worldwide. Why not? There's a bunch of stuff happening in the Caribbean where I wanted to do a hot topics to scroll. But the equipment that I wanted to use was not available to me. So I said, me just sit back and talk about it. Because you don't need the dramatics and the extras sometimes. Sometimes you just need realism. And that is all that is provided on this show. But we talk about the things. The hottest topic to talk about on there was the fact that Lisa Hyper, yes, Lisa Hyper, the one Lisa Hyper who did some music with Vibes Cartel back in the day, allegedly down there going a little bit, wild in the airport. We don't know why, but assumingly she's going through, again, quote unquote, a mental health break. A mental health struggle right now, She's going apparently to the airport with her luggage and everything, saying she wishes to board the plane. But she doesn't have the credentials. She doesn't have the ticket or whatever that needed. So they're telling her she has to leave the property or leave the airport, but she's fighting, right? We don't know what is behind the logics of not understanding that if you don't have a plane ticket, you can't go on a plane. But this is playing out in front of us in real time, right? In real time. These are struggles that you're seeing, that people, their cups are so full, my people. At time now where your cup's so full, you don't really want to go other people's problem because your cup's so full. Everybody around your cup so full. That is why I'm urge you to focus on your own cup. Right? Me don't know what with for your life. We don't know. We not gonna know. Right? TikTok, Instagram, everybody I gossip, but we don't know. Somebody like she, where everybody are gonna know boom boom tutus, apparently even upon live and have how many live people, thousands of people. Because they know her. She's known. She's an artist. Right? If she gonna do something like that and cause embarrassment, it's because she's going through something. She's going through something, and that is the only thing that makes sense, because she go there and tell people never sent her up on the plane. In a what world, ma'am? In a what world? Are you a PM? Who is you? Why would they do that? So she obviously go through something, and that is, I mean, no one in the down there arrest her and give her a whole problem, because really what is needed? A mental health assessment, right? Where clinics then there? I will build up some. I will build up some clinic. Can be telling other people, if you address the mental situation in Jamaica, the people will be so much better because they don't feel so they have to get up every day, you know, high rated. I chat to me a mumble clot. You're stressed? Go over the clinic. Take a week or two. You need it. You're stressed? You want a medication for regulate your behaviors? Get it. Get assessed. At 2025, nobody, your mother, the apartments, nobody no care about them blessing thing. The stigma is what holds all of us down sometimes. When I tell the people, start live for yourself, right? If you know you have a problem, don't ignore it because of stigma. Because remember, you know, 2 tools, you're going to shame. If you think it's shame, you're going to come with it. You're going to feel like that for probably 1 or 2 days. And you're still going to sit there now. You're still going to sit there now and get help. Or you go get the help and you sit there in your shame for 1 or 2 days and it at work, right? If I peel off, you get it at work. If I sit down and talk, it at work. Because not only do you have somebody else who is now obligated to listen and to give you a response, because sometimes, you know, paraphrasing and giving you back a response help you to find out what you really need, right? Help you to hear your words so that you have an answer for yourself. That is what therapy does. Let you find what is within you already. You don't do nothing crazy. See when me up some nah preach or sell nothing too crazy. But let's talk about stories and why are you tuning in? Because you can relate to these stories, right? Because you are chat part one, we are chat and we are gig and we are bella vibes and we are kiki. Because life sometimes you just need that. You just need companionship. And that is okay. So whatever, you know, means everyone go river go swim every Tuesday, whatever that might look like for you, my people. Find an outlet otherwise from what is going on in the world, because there's a lot. I'm going to tell you, sometimes our brain just can't deal with it, because sometimes our brain not even make me deal with too much things, right? Your brain make me deal with what I talked about earlier, where you get up every day and from start to finish your day and you go to bed and you have nothing to think about the whole night. Wouldn't that be a dream for some way? For some way, that would be the perfect dream. And it can't. I'm not over here self-fitness. I'm not over here self-excitement. I'm just tell us, say, once you crack the problem when you have, I'm going to give some strategy over there. And just, so that's why I tell you to follow me now. Because anything I'm going to say basically like a BBS fan over there and Gen Z mom. I share how you find a niche. I share a real way you can do the mantra. Look yourself in the glass, right? The first thing you notice about yourself, whether it is whether it's your personality, your smile, right? The fact that you look nice, your outfit look good, whatever you first clock by yourself, that is a niche, a possibility of a niche. These are things that you identify within yourself that you can either change, improve, or you like, right? And from you like them, you know. Because people say, I don't know my niche, I don't know. From you like it. It's over after that. Because it is going to be free growth. When I say free growth, it's just going to be happening because you're putting in the work, because you're so passionate. Right? So again, find what you like, stick to it, and live life with a purpose. Because every day you'll get up every day and in a one bag of problem, and then you know you have a mental health struggle that is always lingering, right? Where they don't know where you smoke the 1 bag of ganja, right? It's already a predetermined factor, you know. That's how we have schizo in our family and we not even know. There's a lot of things that each of us go through every day. Maybe me I try to get a visa, maybe you try to get a baby. It is not the same. But at the end of the day, we know the feeling of wanting something and not having it, right? And we also know that in order for us to get there, there's a pathway. But we might not have the motivation to get up and touch grass, right? So this is why me now want to be a bigger sister, right? Want to be a younger sister. Want to be your other gen. Gens, it is time that we look around us and uplift those around us. It is time that we look around us and uplift everyone. How can you uplift yourself, gents? Well, it can start around you. Simple, right? If you have kids, if you have grandparents, give back. Give with genuine love, right? Give service, offer service, right? You can't go get some water for your granny. Your granny raised your hard herself for much years now, right? 10 years now, 15 years now, right? And you never go down river catch a pan of water for her. You never say thank you. After the people that left you and nobody didn't want you. It is situations like these that we have to identify when we are at stages of loss. Who took us out of that? And did we give them enough gratitude? Did we say thank you? right? Because as you go, each interaction should build your community. And that I find out recently. So I'm not supposed to go through life and I bump into people when I say, oh, I'm bumping into your eye, bye. No. But really feel I make genuine effort to connect with people, right? So now I'm going to elevator, I see somebody, I see something I can compliment, I see, you have to check out the personality because me not there want to talk to one about people that I'm not on video, right? So you really have to assess their face and say, oh, this is how I look friendly. And sometimes you can't even tell, but just with a kid too, it break the eyes because she, hi, I say, and me just as outgoing. So me back it up. I say, hi, you're so polite. Hi, thank you for saying hi to this person. And sometimes it lead on conversation, and then sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, because who knows say hi to my baby, we talk about she say hi to her, right? In my head, of course, I'm not gonna have a conversation with that person because that person's cup is not filled. My cup is more filled than that person. How do I know that? Well, if you can't take the simple 2 seconds to say hi to a toddler, doesn't matter if you like kids, doesn't matter if it's an expressive emotion, it's something that in that moment is expected of you, right? You're expected to say hi. When I say expected, you don't have to say hi. But if somebody look at you and I do this, and I weird, right? And especially a baby, you automatically obligated to say you either go look away or you either go wave back. So that may talk about, right? And you will choose not to. I don't have a conversation with you. So that is what I mean. Try to put your best foot forward because sometimes our interactions don't only end up as interactions, they end up as company. And this is how you know. This is how you go ahead and pick and choose your own company. I mean, people who all the time you want to hang out with them, and them are the same person, that is why you are friends. No. Right? This took me a long time to find out, believe it or not. Even though I always pick and choose who was my tribe, the fact that the matter is not everybody in your tribe is for you, or maybe, you can't pick them and you say, I want to say pick people. I don't really mean pick people like, oh, like, moano. No. When you are starting something, when you are starting that bond of friendship, you should go around and see people with personalities that are either like yours, that you enjoy, or different, that you still enjoy, right? And that's what I mean about picking people, choosing to interact longer with somebody who you might think potentially could be your friend, right? You are picking that person. You're giving them your time that you so genuinely value. You're like, here, take my time. I have it to give, right? Because I want you now to give me your time so that we can form a friendship, right? That's how friendship starts. That's how having a companion starts. By being, not selfish. By being willing to meet with that person. And when they're not available, right? You have something else to do. Go look something else to do. Right? Make another companion. Make another friend. So 7 days a week. 2 days a day. You don't have this for any other 2 years. How can you be lonely and you're also building friendships? You're also building lifelong partners that you can literally grow up with and have your kids together with all these things. How can that be a loss? How can that be a loss? There cannot be a loss. It can only be an improvement in your life. So, again, it look like, it's a lot going on right now. You don't know where to start. You probably are going like, you tell me about something, I don't even know which part to start taking all of this. Which part to start? Well, if you listen to this podcast and you listen to all this story, you really don't know where to start with this trauma journey. I mean, I already tell you, 3 ways to identify podcasts is down here as an ebook. But if you wish to get your own material, go online, look it up. There are strategies that you can use to identify if you have trauma or not. And once you start implement them, once you start hitting them goal there, hey, let me tell you you're going to just feel spiritual. I want to say spiritual, it just going to feel like see your foot in light. Because you're going to know what to say, when to say, what to step, when to step. I kind of like my life now. Because I step on the wrong tour recently. Cause me a big uproar in my life. That's why I grab a mic and know me and talk about it. At some point we'll leave to that story and I'm not shy about it. But you have to really go through life, right? Be open to people and know who and who for to you have to tap on. Because it's all about, becoming an adult. It's all about, when you're kids and you think people, your parents do them things for you. They take you out of danger, right? And then put you in happiness. But now that you are, you're your own adult, you have to go in and assess the situation and see what is good for you, what is good company, what is bad company, right? Where is their growth? Should I stick around? I'm also want to touch on a little bit of couples therapy, right? Because I just saw somebody page for Instagram and me and watch him and say, spitting facts, right? Because there's one thing that the person say, I mean, lead to couples from trauma and all these things, because again, we all are go through different problems in our life. Mine might be, you know, my kid. Some person might be, you know, who knows, then car mash up, they want a new battery. And you might be that you and your partner are fight and you have got two couples problem and you have to go couple therapy, right? So we was just on this page and he was talking about that everybody trauma look different, everybody's trauma is not the same. Right? So when somebody talk about their trauma, whatever, don't try to say, oh, I know that I feel like you really cannot know. So some people might process that trauma one day after, you know, a car accident, and then wake up and they must say, oh, thank God me alive, and that is enough. Another person might wake up and say, thank God me alive, and they might act like they fine, and they're not fine. Then go down the wheel drive, go home, and all they think about is every pothole is a crash. Every pothole is a slump on a wall. Every pothole, they must see blood. We don't know, right? And that may not be something that is shared, because maybe they must say, oh no, me broken. No, me not good again. Who are gonna listen to me? What facility may I go to? There's none available. So the need for immediate therapy, the need for immediate accessible therapy in the island is needed. I cannot push this forward. From the bottom of my heart, I wish we could do a change, but again, people, this is why migration happened, because sometimes we not even want to leave, but just because we lack the resource, we have to go find better. I'm not want to get too emotional, but at the end of the day, we're all at the struggle of life together, and we all face the traumas of life. But putting your best foot forward every day, and identify that you are going through something, I'm going to tell you right now, that is the best part. Yeah, do all you can do. Take care. We'll see you next time.